All right, so about 2.5 years ago, I did a reading. Actually, did that one on the missus. It's what I call spiritual spades. I've been doing this since like 2018, just little fun games. But basically, you take the complete deck of playing cards, which at that point is 54, and you shuffle them. You leave the jokers in, and you deal 4 hands of 13 each. 4 times 13 is 52. So that will leave you with 2 extra cards. You take those 4 hands of 13 and you could like basically make them into an elemental cross. So I do north, south, east, west. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you generally would pick a person and they would pick one of the 4 decks. They pick the north deck, that's deck 1. If you pick deck 1, the reflection for north is south. So if you pick deck 1, then deck 3 would be your support deck. If you pick deck 2, which would be, well, if you pick deck north, then you're gonna choose south. If you choose east, you're gonna get west. If you choose west, you're gonna get east. If you're gonna choose south, you're gonna get north. Easier to do it that way instead of numbers. So the reflection component, east and west mirror each other, north and south mirror each other. So for example, I'm gonna do this one on me. I'm a southern person, so I'm gonna choose south. So south, this is my deck that represents me. Automatically east and west become null and void. So I take them out of the way. The north deck will be my support deck, so I move it off to the side. Remember, there was 2 cards left over. Those 2 cards you put up at the top, they're kind of like your significator cards. They're basically going to give you the whole meaning for the reading. So you kind of read them together. So the 2 cards are right here. I'm going to flip them over. It's a Queen of Spades, which to me in my card system, this is the Queen of Air. This is the God card. This is a 34 or 7 in my number system. And this is the 9 of Spades. Spades is air. So what's influencing my mind, and 9, what's keeping me at my highest vibration. Depending on the person, 9 in my number system either represents your highest vibration or represents control, and sometimes both. In this case, this is what's influencing my thoughts and what's keeping me at my highest vibration. Again, I have my own number system. This card is 25 or 7. 7 plus 9, 16. 7. So the whole basis of the reading in trying to figure out what's influencing me and what's helping me stay at my highest vibration, that becomes my 7. That becomes my spiritual journey. That becomes how I stay aware of myself. So we'll see if this makes sense. So already the whole reading is going to be about the Queen and that 9. Now, when you get your cards, we're not stacking the deck like if we're playing spades. We're not putting spades together and hearts together and diamonds together and clubs together. You take it as it comes. So then you just take it and you go card for card. And it's in order, but not necessarily in order. It's kind of like what's pressing towards what's still going on. So the most pressing thing and what's influencing my mind and what's helping me stay at my highest vibration, the first thing is the Ace of Hearts. Hearts is your waters. Hearts are cups. Hearts is water. Hearts is water. Ace is, that's the strongest one. It's the 1. The only thing that's going to make me emotionally moved is me. And I get accused of that a lot of times. Man, you cold, you calculate, you don't care, you don't understand. No, I have awareness. It ain't that I don't understand. I'm just aware what a lot of stuff is. And if y'all will stop giving it so much energy, maybe it'll change. Ta-da, that's it. So the first thing is I have to be the ace when it comes to my heart. Remember, I also tell you heart is an attachment vessel. Same thing like I just got through saying. Y'all get so emotionally wrapped up in things around here that it pulls you apart. I get wrapped up in stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Hell, I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, I'm a husband, and I'm a friend. So I do have some things that I will quote unquote say I'm attached to those too because I care about them. But I put me first. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, still dealing with his hearts. The 3 of hearts, my thoughts. 3 is my thoughts. 3 is the things I communicate with. And again, hearts, my emotions. I communicate with my emotions. Again, people will tell me you cold, you're heartless. No, I'm calculated and I process things before I move. I don't move and then do after action review. I do a review and figure out whether it was worth my energy. Henceforth, not my circus, not my monkeys. That's the way I live. So the next thing after that, the Jack of Spades. Remember, the Jack is the messenger. It's actually equivalent to 11. That is what I'm going to justify. And these are spades, my thoughts. If I put me first and then I check my thoughts that are going to make me emotional, I have to put me first. I have to make sure that I'm justifying what I'm thinking about. So really, this is me so far. And again, some shit might come up because, hell, we're having a human experience to an extent. So the fourth thing is the Jack of Hearts. Ta-da, same shit, 11-11. What's triggering me? Nothing. What's going to activate me? Me. That Jack, that messenger of what I'm thinking about, will become the messenger of what's making me emotionally move. So becomes a negation of point. 11-11, I can cancel that shit out, or 11-11, I can make that my 22, and now I'm going on a fucking journey. So the next thing, which is the fifth thing in this order, the Eight of Hearts. If I justify my thoughts that are going to make me become justifiably emotional, then that's where my struggle is. I will struggle with whatever I attach to. And that's the truth. So from there, we're now moving into the sixth thing. Then I have to do an after action review. Holy shit, now I got to justify the amount of energy, clubs, fire, energy itself. Not energy in creation, but energy itself. If I go into a struggle of attaching to something, I got to figure out, what did it do to me? I have to listen to the messages of, holy shit, now I'm drained and now I need spiritual maintenance. Or, holy shit, that shit made me feel good. Give me some more. Either way it go. So from there, the next thing is, now I'm establishing balance with what I was thinking about. 4, balance. What I tell you, balance is a trap because it's a point of connection. I'm establishing balance with whatever I let rule my mind at that point. Remember, this was all about spades. So from there, let me move my support deck right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving into the eighth thing, that's what's influencing my vibration. The Ace of Diamonds. Diamonds is what I believe in. Diamonds is earth. Diamonds are my traditions, my beliefs, what I'm hardened by. I'll be honest and fair. I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn as hell. Once I have fixated into something and I have done enough research into it or have enough experience in it, I don't give a shit about what you say. And that can be a good and bad thing. Again, the catchphrase for me, let your life tell your tale. See, there's a lot of people hardened into shit that they think they know, but then they never shown them what they want to see. The things I believe in, the things I speak on, wholeness, the illusion of separation, they show me what I'm talking about. I see them every day. And if that's my delusion, it's what I'm hardened by, but it's still all about me. The ace. This journey has to be about me, not about what somebody else is seeing, not seeing, wanting to see, all that yada yada. So staying in course of me, the ace of diamonds, the only thing that is going to ground me out is me. Moving on from that, the five of spades. Getting into that ego arrogance point of the only thing that's gonna ground me out is me, that'll justify 5 of spades, how I move. 5, movement, manipulation, manifestation. Spades, thoughts. The only thoughts that are gonna move me have to get past where I've already hardened myself. And this is not trauma responsive to the extent of where you got blocks and you're immovable, because I process information. I listen to almost everything anybody says until you start hitting them same points of saying the same shit that I already know. Just ain't for me. So I stay open and fluid to learning until what you're trying to teach me is some shit that eventually you're going to realize you should have never knew either. So from right there, that 5 of spades, where I have only been moved by what I am thinking about. And again, the only thing I think about is that which is my reflection. That 55 energy. 5 of clubs. I only move by the things that are my reflection, the things that resemble my fire. Some of y'all would do well to learn that. Only move with and for things that resemble what you want to see, and not about the things that have not shown you a damn thing. Or you'll meet the 55 energy. Remember, I tell you 55 is the master manipulator. So again, the master manipulator in me is already hardened enough to stop trapping myself in justification as best I can. So moving on to the next one, as best I can. The 3 of spades. I try to check my thoughts. 3 thoughts, spades, thoughts. The element of air is what you think. I think about what I'm thinking. I think about what I'm thinking all day long. Not so much to the point of cyclic thinking. I'm just aware where something coming into my energetic field ain't really about me. Dismissed. Next. 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 Six of Spades. Because if you make space for thoughts that only want you to just keep on thinking, the motherfuckers double up. They double up. 3 will become 6 real quick. So I have to make sure that my thoughts that I keep thinking about do not become traumas. So much to the point to where they're always energetically pulling me or always energetically pushing me away. So 6, the foundation. My foundation is I'm a thinker. But I'm a thinker of what's best for me and not what's best for getting out of my traumas. I don't owe my traumas nothing, and my traumas don't owe me a damn thing either. They're occurrences, they're experiences. So moving on to the last one from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 13th card, which 13 is death. 7 of diamonds. 7, self-awareness. The journey, diamonds, what I'm hardened by. I'm hardened by who I think I am. That is my spiritual journey. Henceforth, you'll hear me say all the time, there is no spiritual journey. There is only me. There is the choice for me to invest in something, but me investing in something to try and find out who I am means I was already not enough. Now, if I needed a spiritual support system, which no disrespect to the emanations of energy in this universe, I'll take guidance because I like the storyline. But if I needed spiritual guidance, well, before I go there, how did my hand fare out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spades, 2 diamonds. So my 5 spades are looking strong. My 5 spades are already at least 4 books. Ace of Hearts, 5 books. Jack of Hearts, not going to really get anything. 3 of Hearts, not really going to get anything. Already out of my hand, I had 6 books. 6 out of 13, that's a winning hand when you're playing spades. So I had a winning hand. But how would my spiritual support back up who I am? Or to be fair, from my level of awareness, how would my spiritual support try to get me to get back into playing the game? Some of y'all are aware of that, but you just don't believe it because you don't think the universe operates that way. Sorry for you. Sometimes the spiritual support you are being given is only to keep you locked in the cycles because it's only representative of your traumas and not you and your wholeness. So let's see what my spiritual support system is talking about. First thing, whereas my Ace of Hearts, this wants me to counter by controlling my fires. I can understand that. Ace of Hearts, everything has to be about what I'm attaching to. That backup card is, control your fires. The second one, control your fires. Ace of Spades, all these thoughts have to be about you. The second card was a 3 of Hearts. Your thoughts want you to attach. This card says, no, don't attach to shit. Those thoughts don't owe you nothing. You have to owe you. And I don't even owe me. I am me. So the third card, I am me. Stop seeing yourself in separation. Remember I told you Jack of Spades is a messenger of separation, a messenger of my thoughts. If my thoughts only want me to connect into more thoughts, that spirit guide right there is already telling you, no, don't do that. So we'll see what else is happening. We'll run through them real quick. The Jack of Hearts, my spiritual support, where the Jack of Hearts is saying to just justify attaching. This one is like, nope, keep your fire. King of Fire. King of Fire, the King of Wands. It's my wizard card. It's me. It's me. The 8 of Hearts wants me to struggle with what I'm attaching to. This one is, nope, you better think about you. 7 of Spades. So I'm loving my spiritual support system because what? My spiritual support system is me. So the next one, where it's the Jack of Clubs on justifying what I give my energy to. What you give your energy to ain't gonna do nothing but make you tear yourself apart. It's enslavement. 10, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. You're choosing between the knife and the gun. The next one, the 4 of Spades, where I'm going to trap myself into what I'm thinking. This one is, nope, you're only going to keep on being moved by what you just attached to. And if I just attach to a trap, then I trap myself. The next one, the Ace of Diamonds, where it said you have to make sure that anything that you're being hardened by is representative of you. Back it up. Ace of Clubs. Stop giving your energy. Energy in reverse. Ace, you, keep your energy. 5 of Spades, be moved by what you're attached to. Be moved by what you're thinking. Nope. You're only going to attach to what's tearing you apart. 5 will become 10. 5 of Clubs, be moved by what's got your energy. Nope. What's got your energy is a trap. 3 of Spades, your thoughts are going to make you think. Your thoughts are going to steal your energy. 6 of Spades, you're going to be traumatized by what you're thinking. And then you're only going to go struggle for your energy. So I love my support system. 7 of diamonds, you're going to become hardened into what you believe. 6 of diamonds, just make sure what you believe is not a trauma. The only difference between 7 and 6 is the 1. I have to be the 1. So that makes sense. Try this at home. I've done this before with spades. I've done this with tonk. I've done it with poker. Just if you're a reader, or even if you ain't a reader, you can get some information out of your perceived spiritual journey just by asking questions and being open for what you see, hear, feel, in a lot of cases, which you're already aware of, but do be ready to let go of what you think you know. Wholeness.